Hi guys! So I'm not in my usual setting today, I'm actually in a hotel room in London, but I wanted to do a haul video today to show you what I've been buying. I have done a little bit of shopping yesterday and also a little bit of online shopping too from ASOS. I went to a Sophia Webster sample sale yesterday and I wanted to show you a couple of things I got from there as well. If you guys don't know who Sophia Webster is, she's a British shoe designer. She makes like really quirky designs. She's kind of like a love-hate designer. You'll either love it or hate it, but I love her stuff. So I managed to pick up a few things from there, and then I've also got a few things from Primark. So let's jump into it with ASOS because that's what I got first. So I've actually been on kind of a neutral kick over the last few weeks, and I've been kind of checking out a lot of khaki colours and like sand colours and stuff. Maybe I don't know, it doesn't make sense because summer is coming up, but the first thing I picked up is this skirt, and this is like an army green. It's actually really creased, so it's not going to show up in its best light like this, but it has these two kind of slouchy pockets, and then it has the belt that ties around the waist. It's made of a really nice kind of soft cotton material, and I just think this will be really easy to wear in the summer, and I like it. It's got an elasticated waistband too. This was from ASOS, but it's by Vero Moda, and it was £28. So quite a lot, but the fabric is actually really nice. So I wanted some new skirts because I feel like I get stuck in a rut with my skirts, and like I always wear the same black skirts like the whole time. So I did also pick up another skirt, which I wore yesterday actually. This is from ASOS again, but it's their own brand, and it's this bright red kind of 60s style skirt with the zip up the front. I really like this actually. The only thing that I did notice, I wore it yesterday, and for some reason it's like got all wobbly on the side. I actually would wear this with something not tucked in, so it doesn't really matter because it covers it up, but I can't understand why it would have bobbled on this side because I carry my bag on the other side of my body, so I don't know what it was rubbing against. Just my shirt, but it's only one side that's done it. Really strange. It's that kind of material that if you weren't wearing tights you would be able to see the texture of your underwear underneath it. It's like a crepe material, so it's definitely like a tights wearing skirt, but it's kind of, because it's kind of a 60s style, I actually quite like that because black tights look quite cute with it. So I also got that. I think that was on sale as well actually. I'll link everything below as well so you guys can see exactly how much everything was because I don't really remember exactly. The next thing I picked up was this play suit, which again is from ASOS own brand, and it has a tie at the front. It's almost a bit like vintage pin-up inspired, and controversially for me it has a cutout at the waist, which is not something I normally go for because I don't have the most toned stomach, but it's actually, it appears a lot smaller than, it like gapes down when you hold it up, but it's actually quite a small gap just under your boobs, and then you tie the top there. I actually wish this was a skirt, like a dress, because I think it would be better than being a play suit, but I think I'll get quite a lot of wear out of this in the summer. I'm in LA a little bit this month and then also in July for VidCon, so I'm going to be around some warm weather, so I thought this would be good for then, and yeah, just in general for the summertime. Probably not so much in England because I don't know, maybe when it gets really hot, but when does it ever get really hot, seriously? But I like that. I think that was around £35. And then another thing, I think everything else is actually from, oh no, there's another Vero Moda thing. This again is from ASOS, from their denim section, and it is this little dress. I'm slightly undecided on this, so let me know what you guys think in terms of whether or not this looks slightly like a nurse's uniform. I don't know. I actually really like the colour of it. It's like this really beautiful indigo denim, and it's actually very soft and thick, so it's comfortable to wear and it kind of cinches you in at the waist, but I have to say, it does something about it, reminds me of a nurse's uniform. I think it's going to depend on the way I style it, which will determine whether or not I look like a nurse, but I like that. I think it's really nice quality as well. ASOS can sometimes be a bit hit and miss with the quality, but all of this order has actually really impressed me. The other thing I picked up was this dress. Again, this is from Vero Moda, and it's that sand colour, and it has the two big pockets. You can tell they're kind of the same make because the fabric is really similar. I just think this will be really nice, especially like layered up with a little jacket, and yeah, again, it's like a super soft material, and yeah, I like that a lot. I think it's a good kind of basic. And then the last thing I picked up from ASOS was this dress, which I was kind of unsure about when I ordered it. I'm going to do the belt up because it looks kind of funny, because it looks kind of shiny on the site, but actually when it arrived, it's really nice quality. I did actually order it in black and khaki, but I've sent the black one back because I preferred the khaki one. I was never going to keep both of them, I just wanted to try them both on. and it looks like this. It's kind of like army inspired. You can tell, like, I'm running on a theme here. I don't know what I was like. I was obviously feeling quite army inspired when I was making this order, but it's got like a shirt, like a button-up shirt top with rolled up sleeves, and then it has this big belt, and then a really pretty skater skirt. It's actually quite creased from when they delivered it, but it's really nice, and I really like the way it fits. I think it's kind of formal but fun at the same time, so I really like that. That's everything I picked up from ASOS. If you're wondering where I'm throwing it, I'm in a hotel room right now, so I'm like throwing it onto the bed. So yes, that's where it's going. And then that's it from ASOS. Moving on to Primark, which is actually in Selfridges because, oh, in a Selfridges bag, because they have a Primark section in Selfridges, which is where I prefer, and it's not where I always shop for my Primark stuff, but I prefer it because in the London Selfridges they actually have quite a big section of Primark now, and they pick out the best things, so it kind of does, it takes the stress out of Primark shopping for you because you don't have to deal with the like busy hecticness of going into a Primark. Obviously they don't have everything, so I still do go into Primarks, but it's just a really nice environment to shop for really affordable clothes, because if you guys don't know what Selfridges is, it's a really nice high-end shop, but you can buy, you know, cheap clothes from Primark. So the first thing I got, I only got 3 things. The first thing I got was this stripy shirt. I've been really loving like Breton stripes recently, and I think this is quite cute. It's actually quite see-through, so I think I'll have to wear like a little tank top thing underneath it. But it's just a basic stripy shirt. It doesn't have a collar, and it's got that like opened up neck, and then it has the roll up sleeves. It also has a bit of ruching on the back, which I think is quite nice. And yes, that is it. And I think this was £10. Yeah, that was £10. And then I also got a kind of kimono cardigan thing, which was also £10 in this really pretty blue floral print, and it just looks a little something. Obviously you wouldn't wear it with this that I have on now, but it's like just a little cover up. I thought that'd be fun for the summer, and just really nice if you're wearing like a little dress and you want something kind of a bit more warm or just covered up. And then the last thing I got from Primark was a pair of shoes. It's going to be quite a shoe heavy haul, and these are going to be a love-hate thing, and I almost didn't buy these because I was like, really, am I going to wear these? I don't know, but they were £14, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to get them and I'm going to try them on at home, and if I can't style with them with stuff, I'm going to take them back. But it's not like the biggest like expense if I don't end up wearing them a lot because they're only £14. They look like this. I showed these to my friend when I bought them, and he was like, I don't like those at all. But I would definitely wear these just with like a little plain black dress or with like black jeans, like a very plain outfit. I think they're quite fun. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. I actually really like the shape of them. If they were in black, I would wear these a lot, I think. So yes, that's the shoes. And then moving on from the super cheap, affordable Primark shoes to the super expensive designer shoes, but I actually did get really good deals. They weren't as cheap as I thought they were going to be, because I know some sample sales in the past, like when I got the invitation to the sample sale, if you guys don't know how sample sales work as well, it is like on an invitation basis, but they're generally like open invitations. So if you follow brands on Twitter, they generally tweet about their sample sale like a few days in advance. So if you're based in London and you want to go to sample sales, like follow the brands that you like, and it's usually smaller brands that do it, and yeah, you might like get a notification when they do their sample sale. Also like sign up to their newsletters and stuff. So yeah, Sophia Webster did tweet about this on their account. So this is the box. I actually ended up buying one pair that were like a slightly damaged pair, and then another pair that were a sample. But both of these have actually been like fully made. Some samples never get made. Both of these were actually sold, I think they were last spring summer season. And the first ones were some that I had seen Scarlett Johansson wear, I think, and I love them. They're kind of like vintage inspired. These are definitely going to be a love-hate thing, guys. If you don't like these, then I don't know. Sophia Webster shoes are kind of crazy, so you either love them or you hate them. But yeah, so they're like vintage inspired, and they have these really pretty swirls on the side, but they have this like electric neon orange base. So when you're wearing them, you just see like a tiny bit of this, and then the front has this kind of open toe design that has these 2 straps across, and this is actually really pretty because it almost, when you're wearing them, it almost looks, it's very like minimal on the foot, but it's actually really nice because when you turn sideways you see all the detail. These were 60% off. And the reason being that they have like a tiny little scuff there that you would never ever see. I don't know if you guys can see. You would never see it unless you're like this to your shoe, and no one's gonna be like that. I didn't even notice it until after I bought it, because I was like looking and I was like, can't see how they're damaged, like whatever. But yeah, I actually got these in a 38.5. Also, another thing, if you're wondering, sample sales for me are always so hit and miss, especially if they're shoes, because I have size 5 or 38 feet, which is like the average size. So they always have like a very minimal selection. If you have tiny feet, like a size 35 or 36, even 37 they had a lot of, or if you have bigger feet like a 40 or 41, they have an amazing, like they always have really good selection, because obviously there's less people with big or small feet. Most people have like medium feet. So yes, these are the second pair that I got, and these were the sample ones. So these were, I think, 80% off. Some of the samples you can tell they're samples, like they're slightly odd quality, but these are actually really nice. And the fact that they did make these makes me think that they were like, I don't know if there's like a later version of a sample where they're actually like just about to put them into main production. I really like the fact that these are the lime green colour, because I think it's quite an unusual bright, and I like the stripes, and they have the little tie back with the beads on the back, and I really like these. So yes, that was super exciting. You get that, I don't know about you guys, but you get that like adrenaline rush at sales, especially sample sales, because everybody's like trying to get the bargains, and like, you know, they're like super cheap. Like it's cheaper than if you were to go to like the Christmas sales. Everyone has that like a little bit of competition about it. So yeah, I was really happy with those two anyway. I did almost come away with another pair, but a lady I met there, and we were chatting like when we were in the queue, actually talked me out of it, because she was like, they're actually pretty similar to the other ones and they are still like £180. So she saved me £180, which was really good, because in hindsight, like you can get carried away, and like I had like 5 boxes at one point. I was like, but then you have to like sit down and try them all on and be like, what am I actually going to wear? So I was happy with those, and really excited to wear all the other stuff as well. I hope you guys are having a lovely day, and I hope you have an amazing weekend. To those of you who are coming to my meetups this weekend, I'm super excited to meet you. Super duper excited. My London meetup's actually today, so it's about 7:30 right now, I think. So yes, I'm like excited and nervous and all of that jazz. So yeah, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you again on Monday with a new video. Bye! Hey guys, it's monthly favourites time again. I'm a little bit early this month actually, because of scheduling and like when I want to put other videos. So this is probably going to be the first May favourites on YouTube for this year. But hey, that's cool, because I've been having an amazing month. Honestly, I've just been